Hello there, everybody. My name is Domonic Perkins. I am the creative mind, if that's what you want to call it, behind the 1 minute short film Tilt, the poker flick. I've now added 4 pages of extra screenplay, making it now a 5 page screenplay. If you know your screenwriting, 5 pages, 5 minutes, page a minute. So I'm up to that 5 minute, runtime. This video essay is going to tell you a little bit about some of the inspirations, kind of the stuff I want to steal from other movies, if you will, and put in the now 5 minute version of Tilt. So, without further ado, here's the video essay.
There you go.
Let me get a bully raisin bran.
Great. Tea. Be right up.
Okay, that was the little intro of Silver Linings Playbook. I wanted to let that, kind of hang on its own because I really want to talk about sound design with this clip. As you heard, there's a lot of Foley work done with the, door opening to the music switch change. Speaking of music, I really like that Dave Brubeck jazzy song. If you're familiar with the short film, the shorter version of Tilt, I had a nice little jazz score, so I want to keep the idea of jazz music in the background for the 5 minute version of Tilt. Also, we're shooting in a diner. I've written a diner scene, so this speaks to the production design. Hopefully I can get my hands on a nice diner to really make this first intro scene that I'm talking about with our two main characters, or one of the main characters at least, the protagonist Will, and the damsel in distress character Jessica, who needs some money. So I decided to write this in a diner scene. This kind of speaks to the production design of a diner. You can kind of see some of the inspiration here from this Silver Linings Playbook clip. I also wanted to talk really quickly about camera movements. There's a lot of quick cuts here, but the camera isn't just steady. It kind of moves a little bit. It kind of has a little bounce to it. So that's something I want to take with me and kind of experiment with in the 5 minute version of Tilt. So there you go. Alrighty, this fast-paced clip is from the 2017 film Molly's Game. This film was written by Aaron Sorkin. I'm not saying I'm going to compare myself to the greats, but I'd like to think that my dialogue has some inspiration from the great Aaron Sorkin. Some of the repetitiveness and the back and forth kind of banter between two people has been brought to the now 5 minute version of Tilt, because I now have the ability to have actors to talk and whatnot. Also, like I had mentioned earlier, this is a very fast-paced edited clip. This is something I want to bring into the editing bay and the final version of the 5 minute version of Tilt, just to kind of add that intensity, add that speed to poker hands. The idea of a man going on tilt is something that needs to be shown very quickly in the editing bay. Also, this clip is of a man who kind of loses it all and kind of goes crazy. So this inspiration comes from a lot of different poker movies, but especially here in Molly's Game. So there you are, Molly's Game. Alright, up next is a scene from House of Games. I wanted to talk about the production design here. I really love the look of this back room shady poker table, something I'm kind of going for in the final showdown between our main protagonist, Will, and the antagonist, Lenny. I really like the lighting here. There's only a few lights in the room. It bathes all these characters in shadows. They look really good, so that's something I'm really going for. These characters are smoking, so maybe I'd like to incorporate some kind of aspect in that. Not really sure how that's going to go, but maybe just even a little smoke machine to kind of add, a nice little smoky haze in the room. I also wanted to talk about tone here. This is a very serious moment in the movie. My film is, slated to be a drama. So, yeah, there you go. House of Games. Oh, also written by David Mamet. I draw a lot of inspiration from his dialogue, so if that excites you, so should the final version of Tilt. Okay, no poker movie would be complete without comparing it to the granddaddy of all poker movies, and that is Rounders. I wanted to talk about really quickly the production design of one shot that I have in mind, and that is when our main character, our main protagonist, Will, is going to this backrooms poker game. I wrote it, of him going down some side streets and going into a back alley that looks very similar to what you're seeing right now from this clip from Rounders. that's it, basically. I want that, backrooms alley shot to look, something similar to this. Okay, and now we're going to end it off with the final climactic scene in Rounders. This is where I wanted to talk about the overall theme of the movie. Um, what I gained after writing it all was that life is sometimes left up to luck. I know this kind of contradicts the idea in Rounders, where skill is the overarching accomplishment in poker, but at the end of the day, life is sometimes left up to luck, and this is what happens near the end of the 5 minute version of Tilt. I don't want to give too much away because hey, you're gonna see it in the final version of it. And this idea of saving others who are in distress kind of comes up. I know in the full cut of Rounders, Mike saves his buddy Worm, and so does this character Will save this character Jessica that is brought up in the earlier diner scene. She needs $5,000 from in order to get Lenny off her case. So this is something you're all going to go see in the full 5 minute version of Tilts. Wasn't that great? Thanks for watching. Video essay. Stay tuned for the final product.